By now you've probably seen the disturbing video of Walter Scott being shot 8 times in the back by Officer Michael Slager, who has since been charged with murder. Slager initially lied in claiming that Scott had grabbed his taser gun and feared for his life, but as the video shows, Scott is running from the scene unarmed, and Slager later plants the taser next to his lifeless body. This of course was a horrific act of police brutality, and Slager should spend many years behind bars. But here's what they're not telling you. This murder has been woven into a narrative contrived by the system itself in order to polarize Americans and ensure that the fundamental causes of police brutality are never properly addressed. The left takes every single example of a black person being shot and uses it to impugn white police officers and white people in general, causing a backlash that prompts conservatives on the right to reaffirm their support for law enforcement. This is particularly evident when the left highlights cases where a violent response from the cop was clearly justified, such as in the cases of Michael Brown and Antonio Martin. The left also ignores or actively buries the fact that there's clearly a problem with violence within the black community. Blacks commit nearly half of homicides despite making up only 13% of the population. Blacks also commit 7 times more violent crime compared to whites per capita. But just as the left is blind to the problem of violence within the black community, the right ignores the clear problem of violence within the police community. In the month of March alone, cops in the United States killed more people than cops in the UK killed in the entire 20th century. On average, American police kill at a rate 70 times higher than any other first world country. Victims of these killings are disproportionately black people and the mentally ill. These damning statistics mean little to many on the right who habitually defend police killings no matter what the circumstances, in a callous effort to deny the reality of police brutality. Here's the point. There's a huge problem with violence within the black community, and there's a huge problem with violence within the police community. They both feed off of each other. And no matter which one you think is the bigger issue, until the conversation shifts to address both factors, violent crime within the black community and police brutality targeting black people will continue to proliferate. By blaming white people in general and encouraging hatred and violence towards cops, the George Soros-funded Black Lives Matter movement, given legitimacy by the White House and the mainstream media, is doing nothing to solve the problem of police brutality. It's only creating more polarization, which encourages conservatives to dismiss the genuine problem of police violence against black people. Likewise, those on the right, who always blame the victim in alleged cases of police brutality, only embolden those on the left to believe that conservatives are heartless racists who don't give a damn about justice and fairness. Only by acknowledging the twin problem of violence within both the black community and the police community can we create a better understanding between those on the left and the right, and eventually create a safer environment for both police officers and black people. Check out the other videos, subscribe to the channel. I'm Paul Joseph Watson for Infowars.com.